Someone slow. Another mistake. Another pit mistake. What's up, guys? Welcome to more F1 22 My Team career mode. We're heading into the Austrian Grand Prix. It's gonna be a good one. Have a little bit of a feeling under the weather, guys, so I do apologize if my voice is sounding a little, off, but here we go. What better way to, try to recuperate than some F1 22. So we're heading into Austria. It's gonna be a sprint race weekend, so we need to work double time, I guess. Worst car on the grid right now, so let's get some upgrades going. We got 1200 in the bag, and we got a couple in the works, but I don't think we have enough time for any of these to come in time for the next Grand Prix. First off, we're gonna invest in the rear wing upper flap. Should we? It'll come before the next Grand Prix either way, but maybe we have to invest in some bigger projects, but doesn't seem like we can. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna work on some of these minors upgrades. So some of the investing heavily into some of these smaller projects might help us in the overall long run. So let's see. Let's try to get this. Pistons would be a good upgrade to have before the Grand Prix next time. Department capacity reached, and I don't have enough funds for anything else. So yeah, decent amount of work done. Alright, good news. But before I talk about this good news, I hope the recording is okay. So the video tomorrow, the driver career mode video, will be a little blurry, mainly because I tried to change my recording software for more crisp and better quality, and it kind of messed up. So sorry, I recorded driver career mode before this one, so tomorrow's video is going to be a little blurry. I apologize in advance, but hopefully this one is fixed. I tested it out a couple times, so fingers crossed that it is okay. Now we have another sponsor slot that we can whack onto the car, so let's take a look and see which sponsor we can sign with. Let's go for Salve. 82.5k per week, 120k if we complete the bonus, if we complete the goal, and that is to beat your rival during a race. And I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try my best to beat my rival here, so let's sign with Salve and put them on the car. Alright, Salve is on the car now on certain places, like on the nose, on the end plates of the wing, and then I think I added them on the rear wing as well. Yeah, so Salve is on the car to some degree, and we will drive with the new sponsor on the car. So let's get going then. It's time for the event. We got power unit upgrades. Oh, Mercedes have sponsored some upgrades, and we also have had an ERS fault in the last episode, so we got some resource points from that. So let's see. Yeah, so we got wastegate actuator from the supplier, so that's another good boost to get before the Austrian Grand Prix. So we're heading into the Pirelli Hot Lap event, and then we're heading to the Grand Prix. So let's do Autocross. Alright, the Autocross event, of course, is to go through these gates as quickly as possible. If you guys aren't familiar, of course, we have to try and beat 1 minute and 36 seconds for 1,000 claim and $100,000 for the team. So let's go with the Ferrari Roma. Alright, we're in the Ferrari. 47 gates around Austria. By the looks of it, we're heading up to turn 3, I think. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race all the time with this Autocross event. Okay. Nice. Oh boy. Whoa. Nice braking, son. Ooh. Come on. Let's cross the finish line here. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank the Lord. As soon as you hit one of these gates or one of the cones, it's immediately silver. Oh god, so far so good. Got a couple more gates to go. I think it's like a lap for this place, because Austria is pretty short, right? Oh boy. Okay, good exit out of there. Oh, that's the finish line. We did it. Yes, gold. Let's go. Gold. With the Ferrari Roma. That was a good one. That was an interesting one. Had to test my agility there. 133.84. So that is gold, 1,000 acclaim, and $100,000 in cash. Let's move on with the Ferrari. Or let's move on with the Formula 1 race weekend. And without further ado, it's race weekend time. F1 race weekend with the My Team car. Let's get in there. Red Bull Ring. Let's see how well we can do here with the sprint race, of course. And welcome guys to the qualifying session around the Austrian Grand Prix circuit. Is it raining? I don't think it is. Okay, it's just overcast, which is good. I don't need the rain to cause problems here today. Dry setup on the car and some fast pace. I was pretty happy with our FP1 session. You guys are of course seeing scenes from the FP1 session because FP1 is the only session that we ran so far because it is qualifying time already. FP2 will come after this and then we'll have the sprint race and the Grand Prix itself back to back. So we'll see how we line up for the sprint. Right now I'm feeling quite confident of getting a decent position. We scored a P9 by the end of FP1, which is quite a solid position to be in if you think about it. The car of our caliber and in the top 10, I'm quite happy with that. So we will see if we can replicate that. Of course, other cars were driving on mediums and hard tires, so I'm expecting some faster cars to come up to the front part of the grid in this session. I don't know what else we can do other than just drive well. We just need a good race overall, and well, we just need a good qualifying session, good laps, and then a good race to set us up for the Grand Prix. So we're hoping for a upward trajectory for the whole weekend. That's the main goal of this video. So let's head on in. I'm excited. We are going to set a lap time and see if we can make it into Q2 today. I don't know, it doesn't seem like the best lap I've done ever, but I think it's a good banker. Let's see, coming across the line for 105.5, which is similar to the lap I did in free practice, so I'll take that. It's P8 for now, ahead of Magnussen, which is quite impressive. But we gotta see what other cars set, because I think Magnussen kind of scuffed his lap or something probably. We'll cool down, go another lap. Okay, coming across the line by 2.2 tenths. Still P17. Still P17. Oh dear. Oh god. Yeah. That's a shame. We're close. Let's see if this lap changes anything. It's 2 tenths improved again. Ooh. Is that 2 tenths on top of the 2 tenths I saved earlier? I don't know. But it's only 3 tenths away from Schumacher, so I believe so. I believe I'm improving ever so slightly. Alright, let's see if we can improve on our lap. Not much. Not much. Poor exits out of there. Alright, P19, I think, for now. People are going to cross the line. Maybe they'll improve and knock me further down the order. I don't know. I'm in P20? Was I always P20? No, someone bumped up, went up. Yeah, well, we're out in Q1. Unlucky, mate. Well, would you look at that? Unlucky, mate. Whoa. Norris with a 5-position grid penalty and Ocon with a 5-position grid penalty. Interesting. Myself and Tictum at the back. No surprise there. Vettel, Latifi, Stroll, and Zhou are also out in Q1. So we're starting back at the grid. It's a bit unlucky. Let's take a look at the race director for incidents. Grid penalty with collision with me. Oh yeah, when I was coming into the pits, Norris just smashed into my rear. I don't know what he was doing. I was off the racing line, and then he hit me. Esteban Ocon for illegal blocking, grid penalty. Interesting. I don't know where those came from, but yeah, we'll take those. Maybe we can attack them in the early stages of the sprint. So let's advance and head on to the sprint race.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, George Russell and Perez, Norris, Bottas, Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, Mick Schumacher, Esteban Ocon and Gasly, Albon, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel and Nicholas Latifi, Stroll, Joe, Tictum and Frostbite. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Let's go sprint racing. Race strategy is the mediums. Yeah, medium seems to be the best tire right now. Softs would be a risk, I'd say. Softs would be a very big risk. But I am a man of many risks. I think we can protect the lead. I'm going to risk it on the softs. I am going to risk it on the softs. I think a couple teams actually did run soft compound tires in the sprint. We need big moves right now. We need to make big risks to get higher up the grid. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do. Also, I switched engine components between the qualifying session and practice 2. I wanted to save the engine, but then I can't switch back. I don't know why. Isn't it allowed? I think it is allowed, because I want to go back to the one I qualified on, but I can't go back to the ones I qualified on. It says there's a penalty if I do switch back to the ones that I used for qualifying. So, rule of thumb, once you enter qualifying, don't change the engine at all. Because I was going to do quick practice, and quick practice is notorious for burning through engine components, so I wanted to use the ones that are completely worn. As you can, you can't see it yet. Alright, what we need is a clean start and a clean run. We just need to get some positions in this race. So 12 laps around Austria, I think I can manage on the softs. We've done it before, I think. We're famous for tire saving. I'm the Sergio Perez, the Asian Sergio Perez. So yeah, we'll see how well we can do here. 5 red lights for the sprint race. 5 red lights, and we are underway. Great run up. Oh. Yes, okay, we got my teammate, early doors. We gotta keep pushing. We can do a big dive into turn 3, of course. Follow Zhou Guan Yu. Yes. Exactly what we need. Let's go, let's go. Oh boy. Defend the inside. Oh, turn 4 is notorious for not being good. Okay, we managed. Suh is better than Russell and Perez. Confirmed. Alright, we're good. P18. Okay. Let's keep sprinting. I've burned through a lot of my ERS, which is not really good news, but hey, we can manage it for the rest of the sprint. Whoa, what a dive.
Nice work, mate. That
oh, what? Collision with Latifi, really? He must have turned in on me. I did kind of miss my braking zone, that's why the move happened. Oh my god, Tsunoda and Ocon going toe-to-toe. I think if the AI keeps fighting, we have a chance of getting some positions here. Yellow flag. Someone's off. Magnussen's off. Okay, this is good. I'll take those easy positions. Easy positions. Oh, I'm out of ERS. Oops. Yellow. Oh, Tsunoda's out. Dude, get out of the way. If you're gonna retire, get off the racing line. Thank you very much. That screwed us. VSC. VSC. VSC is deployed. Perfect. We can save some ERS here. That helps us out a lot because the tires can breathe a little as well. Something happened. Okay, VSC timer. Okay, we gotta push.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage.
What?
You might start to notice it soon.
Underbody damage? When? Some phantom damage. Maybe one of the curves hit me. Okay, VSC ended.
Okay, clear.
Let's push on Albon here. Let's try to close the gap here. Latifi has his DRS. Oh no. Pushing Latifi wide. That was clean. Not bad of a defensive move. Alright, so it's last lap, so just bring it across the line. That's the mission. I think going on the softs was a decent strategy call. Really pushed in the early stages. Had a good start. And then did well to sprint for the first couple laps. But the car overall is just too slow. It's too heavy. It's not really comfortable, if that's the word that I'm looking for. I don't know, but it just doesn't feel right. And we're bringing it across the line, so let's see, P16 right now. Let's see if we can make good use of P16 on race day. Although the engine is totally, like, broken. It's literally on its last limbs, but we'll see what we can do from P16.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
I must say a decent result. The grid looks as follows. Leclerc and Sainz in the lead, of course. Front row lockout for Ferrari. Mercedes just behind them with Max Verstappen and Perez being split by Norris. Bottas and Ricciardo behind them, and then Schumacher rounding out the top 10. And then we got Gasly, Alonso, Albon, Ocon, Magnussen, myself, Zhou, Ticktum, Vettel, Stroll, Latifi, and Tsunoda for the rest of the grid. Tsunoda DNF'd today, but sadly he really ruined our race pace because he DNF'd in front of us. So sadly, we cannot get more positions in the sprint race, but P16 is good. Let us see what we can pull off here, and hopefully we can have a good Grand Prix.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Perez, Bottas, Ricciardo, Mick Schumacher, and Pierre Gasly, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Alex Albon, and Magnussen, Frostbite, Zhou, Daniel Ticktum, and Sebastian Vettel, Ocon, Stroll, Latifi and Yuki Tsunoda. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, let's jump into the race then. P15 after a grid penalty by the looks of it. Medium to hard. What if we move on to the mediums at the end? A little slower, but that should do well. And let's drop our fuel load a little bit, not too much. There might be a safety car out as well because the pit entry lane is always broken, right? So cars might just hit each other as cars try to enter the pits. So, let's see. And it's a good execution. Here we go, let's park this up. Let's go. Well heated, I think. I think we're well heated. Let's bring it up slowly and perfect.
Okay, incredible parking.
Nice. And it's time to get going. Everyone lined up and good to go. Lights out, hard tires. Away we go. Decent start, very good start. Out to P14. Fabulous starting position. Come on, Albon, give me the slipstream. Look at the Williams go, man. Our car is just horrible compared to the Williams. But up to P11. Come on. I think we may have to concede position to the Haas here because he's way too quick. The Haas is quite rapid. But we do defend the inside line here. We got P11 right now, but we're going to start losing grip to Alonso ahead. Much faster Alpine car. That's a midfield car. Let's see if going long is the solution to our pace problems, because the car feels very draggy and very slow. So we need to make the most out of the strategy in order to make our positions. Gasly has struggled out of there. Loses 2 positions. Alonso and someone else. Oh, people are in the pits. People are in the pits. Come on, P9. Let's keep pushing. I don't want to deplete my ERS this early into the race. Let's see if we can go stay competitive on raw pace alone.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
What happened? Green flag, yellow flag, all sorts of... Oh, Norris disappeared.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can
What
use
happened
it
to him?
Within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Oh, Norris is out, I think. He's retiring. Yep, Norris is out. Yep,
Okay,
he is out.
Information on Norris. Okay, they're out of this race.
Alright, something happened to them, surely. Must be either an engine issue or they lost their front wing and just gave up, which is often the case that happens with the AI here. Oh no, it looks like my teammate is retiring. Looks like he has a problem in Sector 3. Yep, Dan Ticktum's out. Unlucky, mate. Dan Ticktum is out.
Okay, Daniel's out of the race.
Must have an engine issue of some kind. That's not a good sign for us. I don't think I can beat Gasly and Alonso out of the pits here. I'm a bit slow. The engine doesn't want to give me more power. Come on. Yeah, nowhere near them. That's sad. Yeah, I haven't got the pace.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard.
The hard work of going on the hards for a long time has been undone. Darn it, I'm too slow. We need a neutralization of the field with like a safety car. Oh. Still ahead. I think Daniel Ricciardo's gonna pit, that's why he's gone for it. Mick Schumacher tried it, but... Okay, here we go, we're gonna pit now. Pit window is now open.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
We're going in for mediums now. Just in time. Lovely jubbly. Mediums on. Fuel is looking okay right now. We can save a bit as we get closer to the end. Optimal pit. Let's go. Someone slow.
Okay, there seems to be a problem attaching the right rear wheel.
Right rear.
Let's try and put that behind us and let's finish this race strong. That was our
Another
last
mistake.
stop. No
Another
more
pit
scheduled
mistake.
pit stops. Let's go.
Wow, we're down to P16. This ain't good. This is not ideal at all. Maybe we can dive it on both of these guys. Oh, cold tires. I completely forgot cold tires. Sorry. Cold tires. I completely...
Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I had cold tires. I completely forgot that was a thing. Oh god, sorry Vettel, sorry, I'm terribly sorry. I've gone wide. Terribly sorry. Come on, concentrate, Sue. Concentrate. We got engine issues, we got rear issues. Yeah, rear diffuser's gone. I guess someone smashed into my rear. Oh boy. That doesn't sound good. I need them to fight though. That is good. I need them to fight. A lot of bouncing on the car. That's causing a bit of underbody damage. It's quite interesting. Let's keep pushing. I don't think I can defend against Magnussen here. He's gonna go ahead. Although, got the inside line for this turn. And some DRS. Okay, never mind. Alright, we got Hamilton going by, sorry. Can I get some DRS, please? Thank you. Keeping me ahead of Vettel here. Thanks, mate. Great help from Hamilton. Alright, the Grand Prix is gonna come to an end here. Pretty well to do P14 by the end of the session with a broken car, not only physically but also within the engine. Of course, the engine wear is a physical damage, but not on the body. That's what I'm saying. We got bodywork damage as well as engine degradation going against our favor today, but we managed to pull off a P14. I just don't care, mate. The Grand Prix is gonna end anyway. I'm gonna give these guys some DRS. Charles Leclerc wins again. The guy's on a winning streak, I think. Let's see. And I think Hamilton and Russell are P2 and P3, with Sainz rounding out the top 4. So it's a race between the Mercedes and the Ferrari teams. And just like that, we bring it home for P14. Marvelous. Let's go.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
What a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Well done, and well done to Leclerc and the two Mercedes drivers. I'm stuck in P14, but I was saying, for the car of our caliber, the car that struggles so much, I think we've done exceptionally well to bring it up all the way to P14. It's been an upward trajectory, as I was saying, P22 to P16, I believe, and then from P16 up to P14. Well, we started the race in P15 as someone took grid penalties, but that's good progress. I must say I'm thoroughly impressed overall with this weekend's results. I must say we did very well given the circumstances. The car constantly broke down as we went, but we managed to pull through. Leclerc, Hamilton and Russell in the top 3, Sainz, Perez, Verstappen, Alonso, Gasly, Norris and Ricciardo in the top 10. Of course, this is the result of the full weekend, not the race itself. Bottas, Latifi, Schumacher, Ocon, myself, Vettel, Stroll, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Zhou, Albon and Ticktum. That's the way the grid looks, or the result looks. For the race itself, though, it was Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell in the top 3 with Sainz, Perez, Alonso, Gasly, Verstappen, Ricciardo, and Latifi in the top 10. Williams scoring their first points, or I don't know, a couple points may have been scored by Williams, but that is good to see a Williams in the points. Bottas, Schumacher, Ocon, myself, Vettel, Stroll, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Zhou, Albon round out the finishers with Ticktum and Norris not finishing the race today. Let's take a look at the standings then. Let's see how this shuffles the pack. Leclerc still very much in the lead, 89-point gap to Sainz, which is quite a stunning gap. Myself in P14 with 20 points. I haven't scored any since our insane wet weather race around, where was it, Saudi? No, Saudi wasn't wet. It's not one of the wet races, I think. We did a zero-stop strategy, and we managed to pull off some massive points. My teammates still on 0 points. Latifi scoring with a 1 point for Williams. Yes, Williams have scored their first point today, which is great. So all teams have scored some points this season, so that is great to see. I must say, overall, the sprint race and the Grand Prix itself were very good races overall. Really enjoyed the challenge of the two races, and we've been on an upward trajectory, which is very good to see. We took the risks today, big risks. So started on the hards, and then in the sprint race, did it on the softs. Those are big risks that we needed to take in order to actually change the grid, shuffle the grid a bit. And it did work out to some degree. We managed to push up from P22 to P16, started the race in P15, and then pushed up to P14 to finish the Grand Prix. Car is still very slow. I mean, we are the slowest car on the grid. Even the Williams is faster than us. And in a straight line, the Williams just whizzes past us. So we need to figure something out with aerodynamics as well as engine power. Also, I want to invest a lot into the ERS because we would like a nuclear power plant in the back of the car, because that ERS, the OP ERS we had in previous series, that is really helpful, especially with a car of this caliber that is slow, overall just poor performing compared to the other teams. And if we can really abuse the ERS, then that would be a very good way to try and push up the grid. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I think we're heading on to France next time. The calendar has shuffled a bit since last season, so I think we're going to France, which is another strong circuit for us, but let's see if that's still the case with this new physics model and the new cars. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, use the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content will be going up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on all the fun we have on this channel. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, unlike me right now, and take care of yourselves. See you guys in the next one.